What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day, and overall yesterday was a really great day for us, you guys. We have a setup going into tonight. We hit some two-mans in Counter-Strike. We also had a really great start to this Sleeper promo that I've been talking a lot about. You're going to hear me talk about Sleeper a lot more going into the end of 2024. Obviously, we're here, so the last 20 days of 2024, and I'll kind of get into why that is. But if you don't know and you want just a quick kind of recap, I actually posted a video last night talking about the Sleeper promo and why you need to get Sleeper today, why it's such a big deal, and how you can make hundreds of dollars going into 2025 using Sleeper alone. So overall, yesterday, this was the free pick of the day. We are set up here. This game actually ended up going into overtime down here on Counter-Strike, which I always say overtime means more kills. More kills equals hitting the overs for both these guys, right? So they're very correlated. We hit the overs. Jawan Jennings, I told you guys, was my favorite play of the day at 8.5. It got bumped down to 8. Okay, so if you got it at 8.5, huge deal that we got it at 8.5 versus 8. You might say, well, that's not that big of a deal. It's only 0.5, right? But if he gets 8 receiving targets, which is a pretty likely chance, right? It's likely he's going to get between 6 to 10 maybe. If he gets 8 receiving targets, that's the difference between us pushing this slip and us getting maybe like a 4.5x versus getting a full 9x. Okay, so that's huge. We did end up we're set up for tonight. We're also set up with this with Taco Tuesday. We hit some two-mans on Counter-Strike, and then Sleeper, we're off to a great start. I've been talking about Sleeper a lot the past couple of days. All of these were pretty much 3x's. This one was actually like a 2.6x, but you can see it hit a 3x up here, 2.6x here cash, and then pretty much a 3x. It was like a 2.9x, I guess. But yeah, 3 out of 4 of these, or 3 out of 5 of these hit right here. Buddy Hild was actually really close to hitting his here. So every play that I gave out in yesterday's YouTube video, the one earlier in the morning hit, right? So we're set up for tonight's game, and then also this was the play in yesterday's YouTube video. Clint Capella, Jalen Green, these guys did their thing and went over their lines. So I did want to just mention quickly in this what really stood out to me yesterday. And if you guys don't know, I'm a very transparent, correlated sports betting and profitable, right? So I'm profitable, I do correlation, and I'm also very, very transparent. So there's days that we've won 40 units in one day. We win 30 units in one day once also. We've had amazing days, and we are a very profitable sports betting channel over the long term, right? But there are days that we've had bad days. We've had even like a bad week, right? Last week was not too good of a week. We had a lot of 3 out of 4s happen. And I got a lot of doubts about Counter-Strike, right? Which is very valid. Counter-Strike's not the most popular thing in the world, definitely not compared to football. But I did just want to show you guys this kind of string of bets here. Nothing special about this string of bets, but you can see I always talk about Counter-Strike and how correlated it is. It's either going to go over together or under together. So unders means it is a shorter game. Overs means it's a longer game. Maybe it goes into overtime. So you can see here, we're looking for it to go green together, like the overs hit together or the unders hit together, okay? So either green or red, right? So starting down here at the bottom, we have green together. This one right here was Counter-Strike. This goes push and green, okay? So pretty much green, right? But pushing green. Red together, red together, red together, green together. This was the only one that was not like that, right? So this is the only one that went opposite. Green together, and then that's not even counting this one went green together, and the Sleeper play went green together, which again, you can do correlation on correlated Counter-Strike on Sleeper, which is great to see. So literally out of like these 10 different Counter-Strike bets that I took, oh, and that's not even talking about these. Oh wait, yeah, that is talking about these because these are here. Sorry. But out of these like 10 different Counter-Strike bets, there was one Counter-Strike bet, which was this one right here, that didn't go follow its correlation, okay? So again, Counter-Strike is one of our bread and butters. I believe in it. I trust in it. You guys can see the graph over the past about 6 months. I'm going to update this tomorrow. I think we're right around like 395, which we're up above 400 units. We came down a little bit last week, so going to re-celebrate hitting 400 units, all right? It was a little bit preemptive, but again, my main goal going into December was to get above 400 units and be above 400 units going into next year, okay? So overall, out of like 2,000 bets, we are now up close to 400 units, obviously. And out of these 2,000 bets, I would say 1,500, maybe 1,200 of these bets, Counter-Strike is involved in some way, shape, or form. Counter-Strike or Valorant, because they're a really good way to set up NFL plays, soccer plays, these different ways that we do correlation here. So, I did want to get into today's plays, but it's going to be hard to talk about today's plays without talking about why there's such a big opportunity right now on Sleeper. The reason why there's such a big opportunity is because Sleeper is giving a $20 protected play every single day up until 2025, okay? So we're going to get about 20 protected plays now if you started today, right? And I told you guys, start tomorrow, start today, start the next day. There's no better time to start than today, okay? If you do not have Sleeper, all you have to do is take a $5 to $20 NBA entry every day, and then if you take, you're pretty much going to get a $5 to $20 entry the next day completely free, okay? So it depends how much you put on that NBA entry. I obviously recommend to put 20 bucks on it because that's how you're going to get the $20 entry. So you pretty much take a $5 to $20 NBA entry, and the next day you're getting a free entry. And you can do this every single day up until 2025, and we got about 20 days left of the year, right? So I go over in yesterday's video. I actually posted a video right here. The thumbnail says cheat code with Steph Curry, and I go over it and how you can make money using this promo, probably hundreds of dollars by the end of the year doing it. And again, we're off to a really, really great start on Sleeper. If you guys don't know about Sleeper, if you guys don't have Sleeper, text me the word paid to my number on the screen right here, and I will get you guys 1 free month of my VIP for signing up for Sleeper and making your first deposit into Sleeper. It's really easy, great setup. And then over the course of this year, this is even without this promo that's going on, which I've said it, this is the best promo I've ever seen any app do. Without this promo, we are up $1,000 on Sleeper just taking the other promos that they give out. So they give out reduced lines all the time. So yeah, 40% ROI, up $1,000 in 2024. And this is over just like 250 bets, which may seem like a lot, but that's really just like 4 to 5 bets a week, which is not that much at all. It's just clicking a couple buttons on your phone every week. It's not that hard, you guys. It probably takes 10 minutes a week to make $1,000 a year on Sleeper really, really easily. Like sweat free, super easy. The easiest thing that you can do if you want to make $1,000 a year is to download Sleeper. So again, if you're interested in that, text me the word paid. I'll give you guys the instructions. I will also put that in the first link in the description because again, today's the best day ever to get Sleeper. We're profitable all year on Sleeper, but this is the best day to do it because this end of 2025 promo where you're going to get free $20 entries every single day up until 2025. Okay, so again, been talking about Sleeper a lot. This is the first play of the day, right? So this is going to be our NBA entry. So if you're following along, I'm also going to track how much profit we've gotten over the past the next 20 days, okay? Just to show you guys that you guys could make hundreds of dollars on Sleeper. But this is going to be the NBA entry, and then from this, you'll get a $20 free entry the next day, okay? So NBA entry of the day, we're going to take Jimmy Butler under 1.5 steals, and then we're going to take Malik Beasley to go over 3.5 assists plus rebounds. Hopefully this is still up. I really like this Malik Beasley one right here. He gets like 25 to 30 minutes a game, and it's really hard if you play 25 to 30 minutes of an NBA basketball game to not get 3.5 assists plus rebounds. That's pretty much just going around the court, getting the ball, and just doing things as a player, right? Like it's not that hard to get 4 assists plus rebounds when you play 25 to 30 minutes in an NBA basketball game when there's only 5 players on the court. I think this is way too low, you guys. Jimmy Butler, really what I've seen with his stats, he either gets 0 steals or 2 steals, okay? And I think he's gotten only 2 steals in his past like 4 out of 15 games, I want to say. I might be wrong on that. But this is a good play right here. You can see this is close to a 3x, which is kind of what you would get on PrizePicks. And then obviously this is going to give us a way to get a $20 protected play tomorrow, right? And we can do Counter-Strike correlation, whatever we want to do with it. I will be sending that out to the VIP most likely. Again, get into the VIP with Sleeper. All right, and then I'm sure the thing you guys have all been waiting for, the typical PrizePicks 4-man of the day, still kind of our bread and butter going to this channel. It has been a while since we've hit a 4-man, which sucks because in November it feels like every single day we are hitting a 4-man, or at least like maybe 2 or 3 a week on this YouTube channel, which is obviously amazing because they are 9x entries. But like every day on the VIP we're hitting a 4x. But yeah, I think we're on like a week drought, which sucks. Maybe tonight we can do it with Brock Purdy and Jawan Jennings, and maybe this slip can be the one that does it too. So very correlated. I've talked about Counter-Strike a lot. I talk about it in pretty much every video I do, but Counter-Strike is very, very correlated together. So the quicker this game goes, okay, I'll just say Vitality right here. They are a top 3 team in the world. They're a top 3 team in the world, one of the best teams. They know how to close out games. FaZe is about a top 25 team in the world, okay? So it's like a not so good, like tier 2 team. They're still pretty good, but like not as good of a team playing one of the top teams in the world. So this should be a very short game. Not many kills happen. Vitality just ends the game. The game just ends, and not many kills happen in this game. No overtime shenanigans, no go in the distance shenanigans. Should just be a quick, easy, clean game for Vitality, and that's why I'm taking the unders. Again, quicker games mean under and not as many rounds, not many kills, right? So again, if a short game happens, less kills should happen for these two players, and they should go under together. We just saw that happen like 9 out of 10 times in what I showed you earlier in this video. So that is very correlated together. Trust me on that. And then down here, also very correlated together. Matt Stafford over pass attempts at 33, and then Puka Nacua over receptions at 7. Again, very correlated. If you guys know football, if you guys watch football, you guys can probably theorize why this is correlated, right? The more that Stafford is throwing, if he throws, 40 times in this game, then it's very likely the more he throws, the more likely it is that Puka Nacua is going to be on the receiving end of those passes, right? The more Stafford throws, the more likely Puka Nacua is going to get catches. Now, the opposite could be true too, right? If Stafford just comes out and throws like 25 times, then it's not going to be very likely that Puka gets 7 or more receptions in this game. Again, Rams, they throw a lot. I think they're going to be a little bit behind in this game. I think it should be maybe a high-scoring game, should be a close game, but I do ultimately think 49ers are going to pull it out. And that's going to be good for us because I think it's either going to be a close game where Stafford's going to have to come back in the fourth quarter. It's going to be back and forth. That's going to mean a lot of passing. Or the Rams are just going to be down by a solid like 10 to 13 points at all times. And Stafford's obviously going to have to throw a lot in that case as well. Okay. Now, we just saw the Rams beat the Bills. I think that was a little bit of I don't know. I don't want to say fluke. I think the Rams are still a pretty good team. But overall, I think that this should be a pretty close game. But overall, I think the 49ers are going to be winning. And as a team is losing a game, when a team's losing the game, they want to throw more, okay? Especially the Rams. They're one of the best throwing teams. They throw a lot in these games, and they have some of the best receivers. So very correlated down here at the bottom, very correlated up here at the top. Again, if you've taken anything out of this video, please download Sleeper. You can make hundreds of dollars for free on Sleeper. I can't stress this enough. You don't even have to take my plays. You can go find other plays if you want to. It doesn't matter to me. You can literally get a free $20 bill every single day up until 2025 to bet on sports. And it's just the easiest thing I've ever seen, right? So, look into it. Again, that'll be the first link in the description that you can use my code. It helps me out. It'll also help you out. I promise it'll help you out more than it'll help me out. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in tomorrow's video.